there, kids. It's so great to have you. I'm glad to see some of you are starting to come back to the church. We have some this morning. Last time we had some in the yard for Easter. It's such a joy to have you in our midst so we can pray together. Do you only believe in things you can see? Can you think about things you cannot see, but you know they exist? I have these two balloons here. Do you see how we have to tie them down with a string? If we didn't, they would just fly away. The reason is we fill the balloon with a gas. The gas name is helium. The helium gas is lighter than air. When we fill the balloon with that helium gas, it floats away. That gas is invisible, so we could not see it if we let it out of the balloon. But we know the balloon has it because that's why it floats. Right? Now, how about electricity? You can't see it, but you know it's there. When you turn on a switch, it turns on. That's because electricity is in it. Now, we know there's electricity, our food is cooked, right? You can't see it, but you know if you touch a wire with electricity in it, it will be pretty painful. After Jesus died, he came back to be with his disciples. They were shocked. They couldn't believe their eyes. On that first day we call Easter, God brought Jesus back alive again. Jesus appeared in front of the room locked where the 10 other disciples were. They got to see him and touch him. That day, unfortunately, Thomas was not there. So when he met with the other disciples, they told him the good news. The disciples told Thomas they saw Jesus. He's alive again. Let me ask you, how do you think they sounded like for them to tell Thomas this news? Was it a sad voice or a tired voice? We saw him, he's alive. Or maybe they were excited and they said, happy with a happy voice, he is alive and we saw him with our own eyes. Let me see the voice you would use to tell your parents the great news. We'll talk later with them so they can tell them. With all their excitement, Thomas still did not believe the news. But 8 days later, Jesus appeared again. And this time offered for Thomas to touch for himself the wounds. Once Thomas saw Jesus, he didn't need to touch. He yelled out, "My Lord, my God." Jesus answered, "Thomas, you believe because you see it. You see me. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." Even we don't see Jesus and we don't see God, we still believe they are with us. We believe they love us. Don't be like a doubting Thomas. Trust God's love and God's power. We don't have to see God's love. We feel it. It is here. We all have doubts. We investigate. And, that's kind of terrific. But from this lesson, we learn that it is not necessary to see things with our own eyes. To see it, it is real. No one knows what God looks like, but we can see the effects of his love in the world around us, and we can sense it in our body, in our hearts. Jesus said, "Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed." Bless you, my children.